Bonjour. I just wanted to talk you through a few extra help resources for our French 2 course. So whether you are new to the Niswonger French courses or whether you've taken a class with me before, if you would please just bear with me and go through this quick little video. So you'll notice that at the top of our course page, you have my name and my email and my cell phone number. So email is probably the easiest way to get in touch with me. Day or night, because you can include more information, but please don't hesitate to call me or text me if you need something. Those are the hours that my phone is sort of on not on silent. After 10 p.m. it's on silent till the next morning, but you can always contact me any of these ways and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, if not immediately. So you'll notice on our course page here, you already know where to find your lessons, you know where to upload your assignments and complete quizzes, but you may or may not have noticed the extra help section in each module. So for example, in lesson 101, you had to write some sentences about yourself. So I have done an example here. Je suis français, je suis brun et petit, je suis content. Now, I also want you to remember that just because um, you're writing these super simple sentences in French doesn't mean I think you're stupid. Students often feel a little bit limited when learning French at the beginning when they're still building their vocabulary. They want to be able to express themselves as well in French as they do in English, and that's a wonderful goal. But you do have to give yourself a little bit of a break. You have been learning English most likely since you were born, and French you've just been studying for a semester or two. So it's important to not be afraid to make little first grade type sentences. Je suis américaine, je suis blonde et petite, je suis contente. So anytime there's a writing assignment, a lot of times I will do a sample so that you can see some ideas of what it might look like. If you go back here, there are sometimes I will post multiple choice options for assignments. I might post a review for a quiz, um, anything like that. And another thing is, if I have, whether I have extra resources posted or not, please don't hesitate to ask questions. If you have, for example, you're working on an activity, you saw my sample and it still doesn't make sense, please don't hesitate to email me um, and just say, hey, I really just don't understand this yet. Can you explain it to me again? Because um, that just makes us both better students and teachers. It helps me to be able to help you because not every student learns in the same way. Um, just please don't be afraid to ask questions because it'll help me to find a new way to explain it that might make more sense for you and for other students. A couple of things. First, I wanted to also talk about Google Translate or any other online translators. Now that we have Google, it is the one that students probably use the most because it's easy. But I want to caution you, teachers often say don't use this, but they maybe don't explain to you why. So I want to show you. So I've got Google Translate here open, English to French, and I'm going to type in my name is. And notice that it gives you mon nom est. Okay? What happens here is Google is translating this word for word. Mon nom est. My name is. But if you think back to the beginning of French, in French 1, you learned how to say je m'appelle to tell your name. French people they say je m'appelle. They don't say mon nom est. So when you use this that you found through Google, I'm going to question you and say, I didn't teach you to say mon nom est. I taught you to say je m'appelle because that's what French people really use. Another example is my friend is not nice. Okay, so first of all, it did get the ne pas or the n'est pas. That worked. Sometimes I've seen Google forget the ne and just have the pas. But there's a couple things going on in this sentence. We have mon ami, which is my friend. N'est pas belle. Now, if you think back to what you know about gender in French, this mon ami with no E is a male friend. We don't use the adjective belle to describe a male. We use beau for handsome, belle for beautiful. Another thing is belle means beautiful or pretty. It does not mean nice. So Google has messed up here a little bit. This is not even a question of getting words, phrases confused. This is just a wrong translation. So what are some resources you could use instead? I do have to point out also that using Google Translate, if you pull up your course syllabus, we have information about cheating and plagiarism. And I do need you to know that using an online translator to complete a written assignment, whether it's for a couple of sentences or an entire paragraph, is considered cheating in our course and in any other courses that you would take in foreign language in high school or college level. So I did have this on the syllabus. I have some tips here, to keep it simple and use the French reaching out for help. So, but another way, you might just be looking for a particular word. Now, if you want to look up a word, I would suggest you use wordreference.com. There's also an app for smartphones that's very easy to use. I have recently used it on this computer, so it remembered my preference of English to French, but you'll see that there's all sorts of different, you can do French to English. So, for example, if you're reading something in our class, and you're not sure what it is, you would just pick the French to English, type in that French word, or even copy and paste it from the course page, and it should be able to tell you the definition. What I like about wordreference.com is you can type in, let's do fan, for example. Okay, think about the different ways that we can use the word fan in English. It can be the fan in your room that is on your ceiling trying to cool you off on a hot summer day. It also can be a sports fan. I'm a fan of this particular team. You can be a fan of a particular singer or actor or actress or band. Then we also, fan can be a verb. Think about if you were fanning yourself on a hot day with a piece of paper. So what I love about word references, it gives you all these different ways that we use this verb and word, I'm sorry, so either as a noun or a verb, and you can find a word that you need that way. So what happens with Google and other translation tools is they might pick the most common way that this word is used or the most obvious way that this word is used, and they don't take into account all the different ways that humans use language. So just remember, you're smarter than a computer. We get caught up thinking that we can find all the answers on the internet, but sometimes we can't. Um, so I just wanted to give you that word of caution. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me for help. In French 2, in particular, you may notice in the assignments that the directions are in French. Let's see if I can find one, for example. I'm going to skip over to the assignment here. Okay, and you'll notice it says here in French the directions for the assignment. So congratulations, you finished lesson 102 on family. Now you can describe words of, the members of your family using different adjectives. Okay, if you have trouble with any time there's directions in French, please let me know because I don't want that to be challenging for you. You can always send me an email. Hey, I'm not sure what this assignment is asking me to do, or just double check with me. So I just want to throw that out there also. Have a great day. Thanks.